Yep, you know what time it is, man. This is, of course, your favorite channel, man, CTB. This is Chan Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy, Jay Slay. Say what up to him, man.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in.
Most definitely. You know what you're tuning into, man. This is a segment we call here Chin Check. So you rock you guys' chin with boxing news, boxing information, boxing rumors. Sometimes we put some money in you guys' pocket by giving you the odds of the fight. But this time, we want to talk about some sparring rumors, man. This is a rumor. This is a rumor show. Rumors is, man, and judging by the pictures I'm seeing on Instagram, man, they saying Devin Haney, they say his power is like knocking dudes out in sparring. They saying his power increased, his speed increased, his overall physical strength increased. So they saying Devin Haney looking to come in here and straight run over Lomachenko, man. So what you think about that? No rumors, man. You think going off the pictures you seeing, man, and the rumors of Devin Haney cracking dudes and sparring, you think it's a possibility coming off the Kambosos fight that he might be looking to do some punishment on Loma other than outbox him like everybody else think he's trying to do?
I mean, he might be looking to do it, but I don't know if that would be the smart thing to do. But I will say at some points of the fight, he need to use his physicality because he is the bigger man, you know, so I agree with that part. But we've been here before with Devin Haney. Like every training camp, he looks amazing. He looks amazing. He looks strong. He looks big. It's just that the power just don't carry over for some reason. So I've been hearing the rumors about him stopping people in sparring. And it's interesting because in this Lomachenko fight, if he can somehow stop Lomachenko, even though Lomachenko's on the decline, and he's not what he supposedly used to be, that's what people are saying, and already building excuses. But if that's the case, even this version of Lomachenko, if he can stop him, that will really, cause, a stir up at 135, because right now, Tank is the man at 135. Even though he got all the belt, for the casual, even the hardcore fans, Tank is still considered the man at 135. But if he was to stop Lomachenko, then all of a sudden Haney puts himself in that conversation, which is unfair to him because he is holding all four belts. But that's the world we live in boxing. So I'm kind of on that wait and see approach. You know what I mean? It'll be interesting to see what he do in the ring, but from judging by his past, I cannot believe that all of a sudden he's gonna just be cracking and stopping Lomachenko in his tracks. But hey, he's young, he's still growing. Maybe the power is starting to kick in. We shall see. But this will make this fight so intriguing because there's so many different elements to this fight that it can go either way.
That's a fact. That is most definitely. I can't take him off the Kambosos fight, the second Kambosos fight, even though he did punish Kambosos in that fight. He was sitting down on his punches more. Kambosos still survived the fight. He was beat up. He was marked. His face was marked up and everything, but he wasn't visibly staggered in that fight. He was visibly hurt a couple times in the fight, but I didn't see him visibly, in no type of danger of being knocked unconscious. I didn't see that happening. Is he knocking out dudes in sparring? It's possible. Sparring camp. Sparring is sparring. The level of competition he's sparring probably not Lomachenko level. I say that. So you can't really put too much solace in the sparring partners. But I will touch on what you said about Tank a little bit. I agree with you. This will make people look at the Tank Haney fight a little differently. If he does so happen to knock out Lomachenko, no matter how old Lomachenko is. If he go in here and knock out Lomachenko, the people who already bet Haney going to beat Haney or beat Tank will now say, damn, not only can he outboxed Tank for 12 rounds, now he can have a possibility of hurting and knocking out Tank. You know what I'm saying? So they give more fuel to the fire. A lot of people see him beating Tank before they see him beating Shakur Stevenson. So that might even level that playing field a little bit. But when people might say, okay, he's about the same height as Shakur Stevenson. He's bigger than Shakur Stevenson when it comes to, one's behind the other in weight class. So people might see that differently too. They might say, well, Shakur Stevenson is a smaller man. He coming up in weight. Maybe Devin Haney can hurt Shakur Stevenson as well. But I will say this though. If Haney go in here and try to run over Lomachenko like he did Kambosos, I think he's open for a counterpunch. I'm gonna be honest. And Lomachenko that's his game plan. That's his whole skill. Is to get you offline, get the angle on you. He being a southpaw, get the angle on you and land something on you that can cause you good night. You know what I'm saying? So if Haney go in here and not use his range or his reach like he's supposed to, like I said in my film study one time before, he has a habit of sometimes not fighting his height sometimes. If he go in there and make that mistake with Lomachenko, man, it could be him getting wobbled and him calling the early night. Because you had to look too, on top of that, there's nobody talking about Lomachenko sparring. So Lomachenko's been quiet. He hasn't posted anything on social media.
Yeah.
He hasn't said anything. So Lomachenko obviously know he's on grind mode. He obviously know that his last performance wasn't that great. Like you said, people got built-in excuses for him. They're saying that he's older. They're saying his last fight he didn't look good because of the war. So Lomachenko's in this shit saying that, yeah, I ain't got no excuse this time. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get these belts from Haney. So what you think about that, man? What you think about Haney being Lomachenko being real quiet? But Haney camp seem to be letting a lot of stuff leak and showing us physique and everything on social media. You think they it's going to come back to bite him in the ass later on, or you think it's part of the game? It's the art of war. They got to try to get Lomachenko ahead a little bit.
I think it's the art of war. I think that they know that physically they're a lot bigger than Lomachenko. And I think they wanted to be in the back of his head. Even in their press conference when they initially made the fight and they said they were beside each other, he was just physically a lot bigger than Lomachenko. And he was almost imposing his will as far as looking at him without, getting into the fight yet. To already put that in the back of his mind that, what I'm saying, I'm a 135 pounder that could probably be fighting at 140. And you're not really been that great at 135. And now you're dealing with a guy that's a big 135. What you gonna do? So I think that is a part of Devin Haney's game plan. Lomachenko's always been kind of quiet, so that's not surprising to me. He's never been a lot of a talker or a shower or nothing. Even Devin Haney's complained about the promotion for it, as far as pay-per-view sales, saying it's been on him a lot because Lomachenko has been so quiet. So that him being quiet doesn't really, change anything with me as far as Lomachenko. I think he's just focused. That's just the way he does. He don't do a lot of talking, which some fighters not. So I don't have a problem with him being quiet, but we shall see because we're not down to 2 weeks now. 2 weeks?
Yep. Going on 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. Yep.
Yeah, 2 weeks. So we'll find out soon. Especially, I think things will get a little spicy by the time we get to the last week of the press conference. When they trying to make weight and they're a little agitated after they've been in training camp for 9 weeks, I can see them getting a little spicy at the press conference, even to weigh in.
I'll say this real quick in closing as well. Don't forget the last time we seen Devin Haney on the scale, he looked a little sunk in. So I'm really curious to see, will he still have as much problem as he had at his last fight against Kambosos? Will he have that same amount of problem, on the scales? But you got anything else you want to add to this topic, bro?
No, I think we covered it all.
Most definitely. With that being said, man, this is, of course, your favorite channel, man, CTB. This is Chappell Boxing. I'm your boy, Jay Slay. Say peace to him, man.
All right, everybody. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, comment. You know why? Because we love boxing and you love boxing. But most of all, God, peace and love, and we out of here. Take care.